Out to the greenhouse. Hey everybody, it's Irene with BrainStormAcres, and Jack and I just came out to the greenhouse. We're going to do a final shutdown for the evening here, and we'll give you guys a little tour while we're at it. My alarm goes off at 4 o'clock every day, and sometimes I have to hit the snooze button because it goes off whether I'm ready or not. But yeah, it's to remind me. In the summertime, it goes off way later, like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. But this time of year, it's going off at 4. And I remember last year having to actually shut things down at 3:30. It depends on what the sunniness is doing and things like that. We were nice and sunny and clear today, so I wasn't too concerned about it. According to the thermometer, we are 74 degrees in here. But let's show you around. Okay, here's our peas. They're doing okay. We have a little bit of browning. We wound up with a little bit of burn. I was not quite careful enough when I was fertilizing them the other day, and some of the leaves got fried, but I actually need to put a trellis on these to let them climb up. These are our kohlrabis. They're doing great. We have some kohlrabis that are about the size of a $50 now in here. They're really doing nicely, and these leaves will be super tender, so as I start pulling them out, anytime we eat the kohlrabis, we'll probably eat the leaves too. Let's see. Jade cross, that's Brussels sprouts, and everything is growing really slowly right now because it has been super cold. We have been hitting about, I think our lowest this week is 18 degrees. But these are champion radishes. They're doing great. Everything's just slower than usual. Emerald crown, that's Brussels sprouts. And again, more. That's Crunchy King, that's champion. These are Sora radishes over here, and Atlantis, which is a mini broccoli. So we're doing really well. Now our candy onions, I think they got a little too dry initially. They've come back really well, so I don't expect them to do a lot. They're nice and moist now. But we did have a little trouble with a couple of these being just a little too dry at first. These are cabbage, and I think they actually got frozen to death. They were fairly newly transplanted, and just even cabbage has its limitations. These are also cabbage. They do have a little damage from when they were first transplanted. Those leaves will come right off, and they'll be fine. So the new leaves are doing really well, and I'm really pleased with them. Let's see, this is spinach, and it has not come up yet. That is not shocking. We have had an extremely cold February, geez. It feels like February. No, we've had an extremely cold November. So it's not shocking that they haven't done anything yet. These guys are also cabbage tiara, and as you can see, they look pretty darn healthy and happy. Pak Choi's loving it. Now, in the mornings, the tops of these bins have actually been frozen lately completely, but the pak choys are doing fine, so they're growing well. I give them a little whack of fertilizer. Let's see, today is Tuesday. Gave them a little whack of fertilizer on Sunday, so just a couple days ago, and they've already grown a little bit more, so I'm happy. Jade cross, which is Brussels sprouts, and some more radishes. And who else do we have? Let's see, this guy is rutabagas, which is a real total experiment for us, with some radishes in here, just up the center. They're doing okay. These don't seem to be doing quite as well as some of the other things are, but I've never grown rutabagas before, so I don't have a lot to go with in terms of if I should be doing anything different or anything else. As you can see, we run our fan eternally, and I actually need to turn our pilot light back on. It went off. Been having trouble keeping the pilot light on at night. There we go. Hold it down for a minute or two. There we go. Wait to get that glow going. And I'll set it at the lowest. It's just been running so much that there's nothing we can do about it. It runs out of oxygen. We're not supposed to be this cold at all. This keeps these from blowing open if we get high winds. If it gets really bad, it'll still blow open sometimes, but not very often. I think it's only blown up once since I putting that up. That's not bad because we've had a lot of wind. But there we go. Not bad for the very, very beginning of December. We're sort of in that gap right now where it's not much to eat. You could eat the rutabaga, not rutabaga, jeez. You could eat the leaves off of the kohlrabi, and that would be fine. I don't like to because I want them to put all their energy into the bulbs. I've been thinking about doing a little bit of, maybe sprouts or something, just to fill the gap a little bit until stuff comes on a little bit more. And it all depends on the temperatures. Our temperatures just seem to keep getting lower and lower. So, I mean, that's a pretty little bulb coming along there. And under normal circumstances, he'd be ready probably 2 weeks. But I'm figuring at this rate, with the temperatures we've been having, I'll be lucky if he's ready in January. But, you know, it's something. It's a lot better. The stuff at the grocery store was just terrible the other day. It's really pretty amazing, in a sad sort of a way. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed a quick tour. We're not much going on right now. I got the planting done in here the other day. The spinach, that was the last thing I wanted to get in right away. I've been debating planting other stuff. I need to order a bunch of seeds, trying to deal with Christmas presents, getting those things in, sending this to there and there to this. I still need to write my Christmas letter to the family. It'll happen. It'll happen. It may be a little later. I learned years ago that the world doesn't end if things are a little bit late. We're all grown-ups. And we try and always make sure the stuff is there for the grandkids. But the grandkids are old enough now to understand, too, if something's a little late. And they certainly understand the word back-ordered at this point in their existence, so, you know. So I hope you found this interesting, informative. I mean, you know, it's the beginning of December, and we do have stuff growing. We are a partially heated greenhouse, but to be honest, it's been down to probably, I would guess 18 in here, at least a couple of times, maybe less. But I try and keep it above 25, but yeah, sometimes you just can't. Certainly not a location to be growing tender plants right now. So until next time, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because we're going to be doing lots more. I actually need to see if we have any cabbage left in the garden. I'm not sure if we do. The mousies have been eating it. And I have been a softie and not decided to smush the mousies right this minute. But I've also been having a little squirrel problem. We'll see if we can fix that little squirrel problem in the next few days, but, you know, things happen. So, until next time. Oh, I should show you this. When Jack comes in here, the first thing he does is find a nice, clean spot over there and sack out. And if I'm working in here for more than about 5 minutes, he's asleep, which is really hysterical. He loves it in here. It's warm. He actually went out in the yard today and refused to come in. He and the cat were laying in the same flower bed, which they're not supposed to be doing, of course, as in not in the flower bed. But it was sunny, so they were having a good old time. Jack, are you ready to go? He's like, you talking to me, Mom? Yes, I am, sweetie. Time to go back to the house. Bye.